Yeah, bang bang well. Does anybody remember Richmond? The IVE Shop, yeah? The IVE Shop in Richmond, when we was all mods. Yeah. Used to save up for weeks and weeks and weeks, yeah, to buy a pair of Staples trousers, Ben Sherman shirts. God, there's some really good gear in that IVE Shop, yeah? I used to love that shop, mate. And you used to save up until it just go down there. I mean, even working, the gear in there was so expensive, you know, I used to love it. The Ivy Brogue shoes, remember them Ivy Brogue shoes, the plain ones and the Brogues? Yes, I loved them, you know what I mean? We was all like chaps, and the Chorby hats. I loved it, man. I loved it. I loved all that, yeah. And we go down to save up all that money to buy all these things when you was a mod, yeah. I mean, I remember my brother, yeah, he had a Lambretta, and he was like crazy on it, mad. There was everybody flying about there, all the mirrors coming out the side. That was the good old days, weren't they? The Parkers, with the big fur coats, a big fur collar. Yeah, mate, and all the bits and and the tiger towers hanging on the aerial at the back. Oh man, that was the days, wasn't it? And in them days, the mods, mate, used to go around 30, 40 handed on the scooters, and you had the SS, then you had the Vespa SS, the Lambretta. I think the SS was the tool. That was the fastest scooters going around. And then used to go to Burtons, Uxbridge. I've had some fights down at Burtons, Uxbridge, mate. Like hated me down there. Now I live right on the doorstep of it. It's funny, isn't it? Yeah. I used to love all them days, man. The best days ever. Them days, the 60s. And we used to go down to the Boathouse, Richmond. There's lots of people must remember all these clubs. The Boathouse. That was the place to go to. That was the place that all us West Londoners went to. The Boathouse, and then Cheeky Pete's, and then the Castle, Richmond. The fights I've had at the Castle and Cheeky Pete's and all these places. I mean, there must be lots of people out there who remember all that. And going down the coast, Southend, Brighton, on the bikes and the motorbike scooters. I was only young, yeah, but I've been there, I lived that life, and there ain't many people out there today, right? There ain't many people out there today who've lived that life like I've lived, yeah. Crazy days, man. And they were good days, mate. To be a mod, yeah, to be a rocker. I mean, it wasn't many rockers about, really. I used to work in a club years ago called the Mitre for Harry Holland, the boxing promoter. He was in charge of about 20 bouncers. Yeah, he had his own agency, and I used to work for Harry. Used to go down the Mitre. It was a big club, yeah, a rockers club, and they were called the Road Rats. And they used to carry a white rat. One of the girls used to carry a white rat on her shoulder. Mad, ain't it? Yeah. And I had some fights down there with them. We nearly got killed one night with the Road Rats, mate. Yeah, they're good days. They was the good days, man. Crikey. And I remember my mate, I mean, I did say it on the podcast before, but my mate had some really nice cars, yeah. And he'd always go down by car rather than on the scooters. Yeah, man, I loved it. I was always on the back of the scooter. I loved the scooter. I loved it, you know. But I never got to drive one. The only thing I got to drive, I nicked one outside Brentford Market one day when I was working down the market as a kid. I come out there and there was a Vespa SS parked up, and I boom started it. I was gone. But what it was, I think the clutch is gone, or something wrong with it, yeah. So I'm down an all circle, like a lunatic, yeah. And got to the light, stopped it. But when I pulled away, something happened, and the front wheels come up, yeah, and flipped me off, and I went straight across the road like that, and old Bill was up my arse. Yeah, I got nicked, yeah. That was. I mean, crikey, man. Them days, and people used to. It was mad. People riding about 30-handed, 20-handed on the old bikes, mate, and on the old scooters. So if you remember that, give me a comment, yeah. But there ain't many who remember that, and the ones that do remember it come from not inside London, maybe out on the outside, yeah. But if you can remember the IVE Shop Richmond, because that was the main shop. The Ivy. You must remember the Ivy Shop, mate. That was the one. I mean, then there was Burtons. I mean, I'm not on about Burtons in Burtons Club. I'm on about Burtons Tailors. Everyone used to go to Burtons Tailors. What was the other one? There was another one, wasn't it? Burtons, and I forget the other one. But we used to go there and get all our suits made, tonic mohair suits. Oh, I used to love the tonics. Yeah, man, the yellow and blues. Yeah, I used to love all that, yeah. Love it, mate. The old Ben Sherman shirts. And that was the days, mate. And the old Chorby hat and the Ivy brogues. Yeah, love them days. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Radio. Please press the like button and subscribe. I'd love to hear people talk about the Ivy Shop and all them days as mods and mockers, yeah? Let me know, yeah? Bye-bye.